Hey friends, welcome to our Midweek Moment. Pastor Nicole here. This week we continued on in our sermon series, Tangled, Unraveling the Fear That Binds Us. We're talking about those deep-seated fears within us and how they can keep us from being who we're created to be, serving God as we are called to serve Him. And this week we talked about the fear of losing me. So what happens when we feel lost? When we feel like we don't know who we are anymore? When maybe we found ourselves in a situation where we're like, wow, I made some bad turns and now I'm here and I don't know what to do with myself. Maybe our life circumstances have changed and we found ourselves not being needed in the same ways that we were previously, or being needed in new ways that we weren't anticipating or wanting. There's lots of different ways that we can lose ourselves. And I wanted to share with you a passage from a book that I read. It is a piece that I wanted to include in the sermon, but just wasn't able to do that. So I wanted to share it with you. It's from the book Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, and I want to share. This is what she writes. She says, "So this, I believe, is the central question upon which all creative living hinges. Do you have the courage to bring forth the treasures that are hidden within you? Look, I don't know what's hidden within you. I have no way of knowing such a thing. You yourself may barely know, although I suspect you've caught glimpses. I don't know your capacities, your aspirations, your longings, your secret talents, but surely something wonderful is sheltered inside of you. I say this with all confidence because I happen to believe that we are all walking repositories of buried treasure." Now, in the Christian world, we call that buried treasure spiritual gifts. And when we discover those in our lives, they help us to not only connect to God in a unique way and serve God in a unique way, but they help us to realize how God created us and who God created us to be. And it helps us really tap into who we truly are. And so when we are in a season of feeling like we are lost, like we don't know where to go or what to do, we just maybe even are feeling disappointed in ourselves for what we've done or haven't done. I think it is important for us to tap into those hidden treasures within us, those buried treasures, those spiritual gifts. And when we start using them, I think it helps us remember, oh yeah, this is who I am. This is what I was created to do. This is who God made me to be. And so I think if you're in a season where you're just not quite sure of yourself, maybe you're just feeling very lost and maybe even feeling alone, if you can remember those spiritual gifts that you've used in the past or discover them within you, then I think it'll go a long way to helping you find yourself again. Now, spiritual gifts are one of those things that sometimes we have a hard time seeing in ourselves simply because they come to us so naturally that we don't realize that not everybody has those gifts. So sometimes we have to listen to the voice of others to remind us how we are gifted. And so I just would encourage you to have a conversation with those nearest and dearest to you in your life that know you well, who know you well, to just say, hey, what do you think my buried treasure is? What do you think my gifts are? What is it I am really talented at? What is it that comes naturally for me to do? How can I help others through whatever it is, that gift? And I think having conversations like that can help you discover them. So we have a wonderful spiritual gift assessment on our website. If you're interested in taking that, I'd be happy to help you find the results of your spiritual gifts. But my guess is that if you did some thinking, you might be able to come up with those on your own. So if you have any questions about spiritual gifts, don't hesitate to reach out. I'd love to have more conversation with you. If you're feeling lost and need prayer, I'm also here to pray with you. I'd be honored to do that and would certainly hold that in confidence. Sometimes we just need to know that somebody else is out there praying for us, holding us close in their hearts. And if you're feeling lost, I would be honored to pray for whatever is going on in your life. So feel free to send me a private message. I would just be delighted to pray for you. So I hope you are having a great week, and I hope the rest of your week will go well. This weekend, we invite you to join us for our sermon on the fear of the unknown. What else can we fear? The unknown, right? Like, that is a scary thing in our lives. So I invite you to come and join us for that. If you're joining us in person, we're going to have communion, and it will be a wonderful way for us to celebrate together at the table. If you can also join us online, of course, we would be honored to have you join us there. So we'll see you this weekend. Have a great rest of your week. See you next time. Bye.